talk about ways that you could help yourself so that you end up loving yourself as a person. One of the things I'm thinking about, taking good care of your health. When you don't really care that much about yourself, you have a tendency to forget about the things that are important that way. Maybe you're not eating right. You've been going to fast food places and eating really quick meals that you can just zap, that kind of thing. Nothing fresh, nothing really good for you. You're not making your own meals. You're relying on other people to create them for you, which means you don't know what's in them. That's not a good practice. If you care enough about yourself, find out what you're eating, eat better, because your whole life, your health will depend on that. They are now agreeing and discovering that a lot of diseases have to do with what you're eating. So if you're not paying attention to that, you're not paying attention to wellness. So think about that and start eating some healthy foods. And maybe that means that you're going to even create your own garden. That's great. And think of the things you'll learn about that. And if you got kids, they'll love it. They can help you with it and they find out where their food really comes from. It's important for all of us to find that out and to realize that even though supermarkets are wonderful places to get your food, when it comes to fresh food, a lot of farms and whatnot are plowing and growing food in the same area year after year, which means there's no nutrients left in the soil. It's not being treated the way it would normally be treated in nature. So this monoculture type of way of growing is not helping anyone. And a lot of times we're dealing with pesticides and fungicides and all kinds of issues. So really do consider something like growing your own food. Another thing to think about is sleep. Boy, we need our sleep. I mean, when you think about how long people sleep at night, it's got to be an important thing. Do yourself a favor and make sure you do get quality sleep every night. No, you can't make it up. Everybody says that, but you can't. It will not work that way. You need to get quality sleep every night and at least enough time for your brain to take away all that plaque that it's built up during the day. And that happens at night while you're sleeping. So if you're not getting enough sleep, that's not happening, which means you're all fuzzy brain the next day. You're not operating on all four cylinders, right? Create a routine around it. If you do that and go to bed at the same time every night and allow yourself that you're not eating for at least 3 hours before you go to bed, a nice dark room, cool room, no noises to interfere with your sleep, you're going to get a good sleep. And if you're having difficulty sleeping because your mind is buzzing away about what happened during the day, here's a thought. Concentrate on a word that you've made up in your head, one that makes sense to you but has no actual meaning that you could associate with. Okay? Can be anything. That's your word. You take that word and use it like a mantra. Keep repeating it in your head on and on until that's the only word in your head. And believe me, you will go to sleep. Also, if you're looking after yourself because you care about yourself, you're going to be sure that cleanliness is one of the things that you're taking care of. You're always washing your hands and you're having your shower and so forth, or bath. And when it comes to a shower, you don't necessarily need to have one every day. You can just take care of the areas that need it. Because if you actually take too many showers, you can dry out your skin and dry out your hair to a point where you end up with dandruff and all kinds of other things. Um, treat yourself respectfully in such a way that you're happy with what you see when you look in the mirror. A more natural you. Don't focus on trying to look like somebody you're not. That's not going to help you either. Neat and tidy, it works wonders. And just have a nice image, socially, so that you can get to know people and talk to each other and that kind of thing. Having people in your life is another thing that's rather important. So remember cleanliness, and while you're at it, safety as well. What do I mean by safety? Don't go to areas that are known for being where there tends to be a lot of issues like criminal events and things like that. Uh, use your common sense about dealing with who you are talking to, whether it's online or in real life. Don't put yourself in a situation where you're alone talking to them. Make it a place that is active, that is out in the social environment, so that if you don't like what you're feeling or seeing, you can leave. Um, just remember your own safety when dealing with people, because as much as you might like something to develop, like maybe a friendship or something, you have to be on guard for those people who will not respect you or care what happens to you. So develop a kind of a safety zone around you and a bunch of friends that you can trust. And that's another area, about respecting yourself, the people you choose to be friends. Okay, they have to be people that would help you and who respect you. Don't just be a friend with somebody because they're well known, or that will make you more popular or whatever. That's not what real friendship is all about. And I think you know that. We've talked about selecting your friends carefully. There's another thing too that's might be a part of that, and really other things too, and that is being a reliable person. If you have friends, you treat them well, just like the way you would want to be treated. So be reliable. If you say, I'm going to be there at 5 o'clock, there at 5. Don't take advantage of them. Don't use people. Be reliable. And again, that will encourage more of the same to come to you. You can't expect to have that kind of thing in your life if you're treating others badly. So be a reliable person. Spend your time doing the things that you enjoy. Now, maybe there's going to be periods when, of course, you have to go to work or you have to go to school or whatever you're doing. And maybe there's some chores you have to do and other things in life that require your attention. But when you have the time to do things, pick them carefully and make sure that there's something that refreshes you and that you enjoy and that make you feel alive. Um, and you find that out, of course, in time. You try little things here and there, and just to give you an idea of who you are and what your interests are. You're learning. You're learning to find out maybe you're good at music, or boy, you can really run fast, so you enjoy that. Or you're an avid reader and you're able to retain information quite well, that sort of thing. All kinds of things you're going to learn. This one is very important. It's about service to others. We all appreciate a friend that's very giving and loving. And one of the reasons we do is because it's something that we would like to have. Well, if you want it, if you want that kind of loving attention, you have to be able to give it. So feel it in your heart, understand it, realize that all people are the same in that they need love, and they need sometimes for somebody to help them. And if you recognize that in another person, please take the time to help them. Like I said before, keep your safety in mind, but I'm talking about that thing inside you that tells you that somebody is struggling and they need help. So don't hesitate when you see it, or even if you want, join an organization that does that. Salvation Army, running a thrift store, any kinds of ways where you can help other people. Just remember that it isn't that you're there because you want to be thanked. You're there because it makes you feel good that you're able to help. And if that's what you feel, which is what's in your heart, then that's what the universe understands. It's part of being human. It's part of being part of all of humanity and all living things, that we are there to help each other. So please be that kind of person.